Are you a U.S. military veteran planning on making a move to Southern California? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about the benefits to veterans when you move to California. So stick around to the end and let's get to it right now. Hi, my name is Steve Batiste. I'm the broker owner of Next Home West Realty. We're in Southern California. Actually, we cover South Los Angeles County, Orange County, Riverside County, and Northern San Diego County. But, you know, if it's a veteran, I'll drive all the way down to the border. You know, what the heck. But, you know, if you guys need anything, if you're moving out to the area, you need some advice, even if you're not coming to California, if you need advice on, you know, VA benefits, veterans, you need me to help you out, find you a realtor that's also a veteran that can help you out. You know, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. All the information is in the description below. And I truly love helping veterans, being a veteran myself. I understand, you know, where you're coming from. My father was 34 years in the Army. He was a sergeant major in the Army, and I spent 13 years in the Navy. So, you know, I know what it's like to be moved around. So, again, if you need anything at all, just let me know. Also, if you could do me a favor and just click the like button if you like it. If you don't like it, click the thumbs down button too. That helps me out just as well. You know, if you want more information on the channel, you want more information on moving to Southern California, go ahead and hit subscribe, and you know that I would really appreciate that. So let's start off by talking about the CalVet program. Now, the CalVet program, you know, a lot of people say, well, what's the difference between the CalVet program and the VA program? Basically, the CalVet program will get you, like you can go under a 620 credit score. With the VA program, you need about a 620 credit score. The CalVet will also waive some lates if you have lates on your credit report. So they're a little more lenient on getting you qualified. The loan limits in Riverside County are right around $907,000. LA County, they're right around 1.3 million, and same in Orange County, around 1.3 million. Their rates currently are right around 5.625 to 6.99, depending on your credit. But again, you know, if you can get in with one of those loans over the VA, you can't qualify for VA, try that CalVet loan. It is a benefit that you have for moving to California. The other difference in it is that the VA, once you close on the loan, you automatically take ownership, like, of the house. Whereas in the CalVet loan, you get title to the house, but California basically is the bank. So California holds the note for you on that loan. Now, what I would say is if you do have, you know, if you're credit challenged, like a lot of us are, go ahead and get that CalVet loan, get moved in, and then, you know, once you get your credit back up to where it needs to be, I mean, it's, you know, you're probably not that far off to begin with, but once you get that up to where you can qualify for a regular VA loan, just you know, refi out of that. You know, but again, if you have questions, give me a call. I'm be more than happy to help you out. One of the other benefits, if you're 100% disabled, the state or the county, you have to apply for it. So the counties will waive some of the taxes on the house. So that could amount to, you know, thousands of dollars a year for a lot of people. But again, it's not a complete waiver of property taxes, but they do waive some of it. And once you purchase the house, you have to apply with the county. So that's something to look into. Once you get into escrow, or even before you start looking, you can call the county that you want to look into and find out what, you know, they offer to veterans. But they do offer incentives for 100% disabled veterans. Also, a lot of this info I'm going to put in the description below. I'm going to put links to where you can go to get more information. But, you know, if like seriously, if you're anywhere in the country, you have questions, about another state, or you need to find a lender in another state, I'd be more than happy to help you out. Even if you need to find a realtor in another state, another veteran, I would love to help you do that too. But go down in the links below, and you'll see all the links to the different benefits that I'm talking about today. Another huge benefit to being a veteran in California, and I use this one myself. If you have children and they're going to California state colleges like the the University of California system or Cal State system, or a lot of the community colleges, you can get a 100% tuition waiver if you have any amount of disability. So if you're a 10% disabled vet, you can apply for that. Just keep in mind that it's the tuition. Now, a lot of these schools have fees, and I got caught up on this myself. My daughter did her first semester in school, and I thought everything's paid for, and then I got a bill for like $960 for the semester, which when you're going to UC, a University of California school, $960, not that bad. It's a hell of a discount. So that's definitely something. If you have children that are going to college or they're getting ready to go to college, they can have their education paid for. Let's say if you have to go, 4 years of school, you're probably looking at out of pocket like $4 or $5 grand. Great deal, awesome benefit for being a veteran in California. And again, if you need any info, let me know. A lot of these schools, they have veteran assistance offices at the school, so you would have to go to the VA, local VA office, get basically authorization or what the hell they call it. Well, you'll figure it out. It's an authorization letter, benefits letter, and then once you get that, you take it to the school and the VA office in the school, and they'll take it from there. But make sure you ask about those extra fees, because you don't want to get caught with your pants down like I did. There's also in California, there's around 8 big VA health centers. I know there's one in San Diego. I know, and again, I'm in Southern California, so I'm talking about Southern California because that's the area I know. So we have one in San Diego, one in Long Beach, one in LA, one in Loma Linda, and they're pretty big centers. And if you can't be seen in one of those, there's programs out there where they can basically outsource you to a local doctor. I've been outsourced a few times. It's actually kind of nice. If they can't see you within 30 days, there's a new law that they have to outsource you. I forgot what it's called, but it's something that got put into effect during the last administration. But the hospitals are incredible. They're really big. They do everything. You can get glasses there. You can get all your health care taken care of pretty much. Sometimes they're a little slower than if you were to see a doctor out in town, but a lot of those doctors out in town are also getting overwhelmed by some of the regulations. So the healthcare system in California for the veterans is actually pretty good. And there's some assisted living homes in California that if you need that, you can take advantage of that as well. We also have programs that will, like if you have medical devices that you need, like wheelchairs or ramps for your vehicles, California will basically allow you to not pay taxes on those devices, which is a really good benefit. It could save you some money in the long run. Yeah, I don't know how much. It really depends on what your needs are, but a buck is a buck, $20 is $20, as they say. California also offers, for those of you who are looking to start your own business, they do like business training through the California outreach centers, the veteran outreach centers, I should say. So, if you're looking to start a business, that's something to look into as well. Again, in the description below, we're going to have links down there for you to, click on. If you have questions, just ask. And last but not least, one of the things that I love, they really promote veterans getting into the outdoors, so you can get discounted hunting and fishing permits, and you can also get a California Park Pass, which basically allows you to get into any California state park for free. Otherwise, you're paying $15 to go in. So if you like to go visit the parks, you know, get your free park pass. And by the way, there is a national park pass that you would get through I think it's through the Forest Service. And you can go with like some of the major national parks like Yosemite. Once you get to the front gate, you can ask them for it and they'll give you an application. But online, I'll put the link in there to get the one in California. But you're basically go online, fill out a form, submit your DD-214, and the pass comes in the mail, and then you can just. I like to go. Sometimes I'll go into like some of these state beach parks, and I'll pull in and just look around and pull out. Normally, I wouldn't do that if I was having to pay $15 every time, but you know, it's free, in and out. You want to go down there and just hang out for a little while and enjoy the sun. If you want to go to some of these some of the bigger parks, definitely. No matter where you live in the country, definitely get the National Park Pass if you're a veteran. It'll pay for itself because it's free. Again, if you're getting any benefit from this video, please do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you want to know more about moving into Southern California, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of the videos that I have coming up on moving to Southern California. Again, if you guys need anything, give me a call. Shoot me a text or send me an email. I get calls from veterans all the time that have watched my videos, and I love it. I love talking to them and, trying to help them out as much as I can. And if you need help finding a house or finding a place to stay in Southern California, just reach out to me. I'm here for you.